Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/entitled people. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cats will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that the people there clean windows using rocket launchers. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And, without further ado, let's get into this! So this first post here says, I kicked a client out the door because he came in 5 minutes before closing. And OP here says, I work at a copy center. We print documents and photos. At 9:54 p.m., a guy came in to print business cards. First of all, why would he come here 5 minutes before closing time? Second, he came in with something that cannot be solved in 5 minutes because A, it's business cards, and B, he started asking a bunch of stupid follow-up questions, meaning he had no idea what he even needed. You're probably guessing that business cards are printed and sliced on a machine, then in large runs. We have a minimum of 50 plus pieces in our production facility, and it's not done in a regular office with a Xerox machine. Even if it isn't, that's fine, because you'll probably just listen politely to my explanation, realize you're not going to get any results that you want, and go home afterwards. He didn't go home, but continued to ask if it was possible to print them out on regular sheets of paper right now. I mean, at that point, why not just do it at home? Anyways, OP goes on to say, I know the tricks of Xerox, and said no. To double-sided printing of business cards will not work. It prints with a shift of a few millimeters, and if you adjusted the layout of the business cards to this shift, you will just get tired of moving that crap by the millimeter on the screen. But the result will not be achieved, and the color will definitely not be the same. He continued to insist that he needed these stupid business cards, and asked how long it would take for me to adjust this layout, to which he received a direct answer, none, because I will not be doing it, especially now. But even after that, he did not calm down and asked me to make him at least one-sided ones to make him finally go away. I even printed a couple sheets of his business cards on plain paper. I'll clarify. I don't mind getting into a person's situation if they urgently need to do something to help them, even if my working hours are over, but this one came with a blissful smile and a pile of questions, not giving an F about the fact that my working hours are over. What kills me was when he started asking irrelevant questions, like where I go to college. Again, nothing wrong with small talk, but not at 10 p.m. I realized he was a total jerk, and at this pace, he was going to sit there until his tongue is tied or he ends up starting to hit on me. I asked him if he wanted to take these papers, which he didn't like the color of course, and he said no. So I pointed him to the door with a straight hand and said goodbye. Yeah, for those people, why would you come in literally minutes before closing? And for this person, I'm gonna probably give him like, I don't know, probably a 45 out of 50. Guy, I get it, your thing is important, but probably come back like the next day when people are gonna probably be in a bit of a better mood than, you know, what they are now. And this next post here says, my cousin-in-law insulted me, shamed me, at my cousin's house 6 months ago. I have been invited to their house again. Am I wrong or being petty to decline the invitation? And OP here says, I will call myself Tiffany to protect my identity, not my real name. In September, I was invited along with mutual friends to my cousin's house. She lives there with her husband, and she had just given birth. Halfway through the visit, there was a discussion about how we, as the eldest children in our family, have started having children now. My friend said, well, Tiffany hasn't had any children yet, to which her husband retorted, well, none that we know of. I was, of course, uncomfortable and at a loss for words. I've only had one relationship several years ago, and it wasn't anything sexual, so it was really disturbing. My friend then asked me uncomfortably, "Do you have any children we don't know of, Tiffany?" To which I said, "Most certainly not." We then exchanged gifts shortly after and left. Everyone pretended that it was just a joke, and when I asked two of my friends about it, they initially pretended that they didn't remember it happening. One of them later admitted that that was kind of an a-hole move, and that she told her husband, who also agreed it was in bad taste. My mother, sister, and aunt have advised me never to go back there again. I told the friend, who said that her husband agreed that it was in bad taste, that I would be declining the invitation, and said that I should just brush it under the rug and you can't hold grudges for life. Only this isn't holding grudges, it's having dignity. I won't let them take that away from me. The man insinuated that I have hidden children, or that I've had abortions, in an attempt to reduce and diminish my self-worth and dignity, and it made me extremely uncomfortable. How on earth can that be passed off as a joke? I felt like they all gaslit me into accepting it as a joke. Only, I am not close to this cousin-in-law, and it's not a friendly joke. Also, he is very religious, so it doesn't befit him or his personality to making such a crude joke. I have never had abortions, and even if I did, that would be my personal business, so what is it to him? As a married man and a father of one, it's extremely inappropriate of him to state. Edit. Many people are approaching this from a secular lens, and I am a very secular person, which automatically makes Orthodox Muslims view me in a negative light. They are so religious that they observe all very strict Islamic dress code. They are so religious that my absent father, who never contacts me, contacted them to tell me to make sure I cover my hair if I'm to attend the naming ceremony of my cousin's daughter, which I didn't attend because I don't conform. They already see me as a rebel. My father has never told me to cover my hair. It's only because my cousin's husband is very orthodox family. This kind of joke is not normal in the context of the culture he belongs to. You don't joke like that, especially not with members of the opposite S, and especially not with your wife's cousins. You know, how much do I want to bet that the husband here probably has some secret children of his own that he doesn't want to tell us about? I mean, considering the fact he just casually made a joke like that, I'm guessing he probably does, in fact, have some secret child he doesn't want anybody to know about. And I'm gonna probably give this, like, probably, maybe, I don't know, a 45 out of 50. Yeah, guy, that's kind of inappropriate to insinuate, and yeah, I get the feeling like you probably do have some children that you don't want people to know about yourself. And I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.